Hey Libra, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to your mid-May love bonus reading. This reading can be for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. And it will be a reading having a look to see what is coming up for you in love. Now Libra, I do have other readings for you for the month, and you will find all those playlists below in the Show More section, along with the link to the extended versions. Otherwise, if you could like, share, subscribe, that would absolutely mean the world to me. I would welcome you to this YouTube family. So thank you so much. Otherwise, let's get straight into it and see what comes up for you, Libra, for this mid-May period in regards to love connections, romance, and things of that nature. Okay, Libra. Okay, this is a very strong energy you're coming into. You've got the Queen of Wands and the Emperor here, Libra. So I don't know if this is an Aries or a Leo who is coming up around you, but I feel with the energy of the Emperor and the Queen of Wands, this is some sort of showdown, okay, in this mid-May period for you. There's a lot of, I want to say, ego-like energy, okay, it's egotistical, it's egocentric energy coming up around you, and I feel like you are really honing into that sort of energy here. Now, I don't know if you're giving some sort of ultimatum or you're going to put someone in their place, Libra, but I don't think you're going to be afraid to do it. I think majority of the time, you know, you're quite a peaceful sign and you like to keep things well balanced and well mediated. And it's not very often that you get into these sorts of moods that's coming up around you in May. I think it's because you're entitled to it, okay? I sense it could be because there's been things happening that potentially haven't been sitting well with you. And I feel like you're going to voice your concerns, or you might make a bit of an uproar about it, or it could be a dramatic turn of events that comes up around you. But I feel like that sort of fire energy, because Aries and Leo are both fire signs, I feel like that's what's being evoked here. And you've come up as the Four of Swords in this mid-May period, Libra, and I feel like this is you, sort of the peaceful energy you can have that likes to keep things well balanced and mediated. And it's almost like you're waking up from this slumber here, Libra. So I feel like the energy that's coming up around you in this mid-May period, it's a lot of fire, and it's sort of waking up from the slumber here with the Four of Swords. It's potentially something you let slide, or something that you sort of prayed or hoped would go away on its own, or something that you thought maybe potentially wasn't a big deal, but the High Priestess is here, okay, and it's almost like she's warning you, or she's telling you something that's occurring is here to stay, or something that's happening needs to be acted upon. And I often associate her with these sorts of meanings because the High Priestess is, you know, she's the prophetess, she's the seer, she can predict things, she can reveal things. And when she does that, and in doing so, Libra, we're able to maybe not necessarily change the course of destiny altogether, but sometimes we can anticipate it, sometimes we can bring more into our life, sometimes we can make it happen faster for ourselves because we know the outcome or that result, if that makes any sense at all. And I think that's what's coming up around you. I don't know if it's a documentation or an email or a response or something that may be revealed, but it's all fire, baby, and I think it's some sort of showdown, Libra. I do. You know, the Emperor and the Queen of Wands, I wouldn't say they're incompatible together, but they're both high energy and they both bring a lot of intensity. So it's either maybe someone sort of up the ante, someone you've been dealing with romantically or sexually or erotically, and someone sort of stepped up a little bit. I don't know if this is like them giving you attitude or sort of trying to be more in control of things, maybe playing a few games, but because the Emperor likes control, it's assertion, but I think it's coming up around you. I do want to center this reading more about you and your attitude. And from what I'm seeing, I think this is more you that will, it's almost like you're going to show someone what you're really made of. And sometimes the Emperor and the Queen of Wands together, I feel like it's ruthlessness. I feel like it's ruthless energy that's coming up around you. So it's very interesting, and I'm very intrigued as to how things will unfold. But there's definitely something that's coming up here. It could also be an announcement of some kind. It could be that you're ready to announce something, or you're ready to make things known. You know, the High Priestess reveals cards that are close to her chest here. So is this an element of vulnerability around you? Maybe, okay? You might be feeling like you're at a place where you can say something or open up about something. But it's purity around the High Priestess. So it's something you've been thinking or meaning to say or meaning to communicate. You might do it, and it might just come at a very explosive time, and I wouldn't be surprised if it comes mid-argument of some kind here. It's almost like things might have been bottled up for quite some time, Libra, and you just might unleash it all, okay, on this person. It might be that energy, because the ram and the lion, it's a highly strung energy, and Aries being the god of opposition, the Leo being protective and possessive. These sorts of connotations are coming up around you. So I don't know, maybe this is a jealousy thing here. And if it's not coming from you, it may come from another person. But I think it's something you've held on to for quite some time, Libra. Hence this reaction. So the person you're dealing with might be genuinely surprised to see the way you react, because I wouldn't say suppressed. It can be suppressed. It's something that you've sort of swept under the rug or tolerated, I think, for quite some time now. Maybe the last 4 weeks, 4 months. 4 has come up twice. So, but the number 4 is that concreteness, solidarity. And you finally need to be concrete with yourself, or potentially with the person you're dealing with romantically. So that needs to happen. And I think it will happen in May. But the way it's going to happen is, it could, the Queen of Wands, she's relentless. She does not give up without a fight. And when the mood strikes, she's there. And, the Emperor is very powerful, very influential, feared, respected. I mean, maybe this is following up from the one that I did about respect and stuff, the one I did for you earlier this month, Libra. So there might be a connection. You might want to go back and check that one out. I will link it to this video, so it will pop up in the iDot, but it could give you some more information or insight into whatever this is. But I feel like if it's not coming from you, it very well could be coming from someone you're dealing with, and that reaction is coming from them. But the High Priestess can represent pregnancy and fertility, and then you've got the openness with the Queen of Wands, and there's possibly things that are traditional, ceremonial. So there could even be a proposal here. And the way it'll happen is it's in these very extravagant or intense conversations or environments, if that makes any sense. So pay attention to your surroundings and to your settings as these things happen, potentially around the mid part of May, and it may all just come together, and you might be able to piece it all together, I think, Libra. But it's very interesting that has come up for you. But look, I will leave your reading at that, so thank you again so much for tuning in, Libra.